Hi everyone, welcome to Virtual History 360. I'm here in Geneva, Florida, and today we're going to talk about some Civil War history, specifically the Lincoln Conspirators. Now, we're going to focus on Lewis Powell. Lewis Powell was born in 1844 in Alabama, but moved with his family to Live Oak, Florida in 1859. There he lived until the outbreak of the Civil War. He joined the Confederate Army as a private and served several years with the Army of Northern Virginia. At the Battle of Gettysburg, he was wounded, shot in the wrist. He was captured, taken to a hospital in Baltimore. There he escaped. He rejoined the Confederate Army, joining Colonel Mosby's Rangers. He fit in there. He did very well. He eventually left the service, and that's when he met up with John Wilkes Booth. Powell was a large, muscular man, skilled with firearms and weaponry. Booth saw some potential in him, and included him in his conspiracies, specifically the one to kidnap Abraham Lincoln. Now, the night of February 17th, Lincoln never came by, and the kidnapping didn't happen. But Booth didn't give up, and kept Powell on board. Now, fast forward to April, Booth's new plan is to assassinate the president. Now, he wants the glory of killing the president himself, but he assigns his other conspirators to take down other top members of government. He asked George Atzerodt to assassinate Vice President Andrew Johnson, and he asked Lewis Powell to assassinate Secretary of State William Seward. Now, William Seward this night was on bed rest because he had had a carriage accident. Powell knocks on the door and pretends to be a messenger from Seward's doctor, delivering medicine. He manages to get to the third floor without being found out, but when they start to question him, he turns violent. He pistol whips Seward's son, and he attacks the secretary. Holding him down with his left hand, he slashes at him with his Bowie knife. He thinks he has done the job, and he runs. Now, Seward survives the attack, although he's disfigured for the rest of his life. Powell manages to elude capture for 3 days, but is captured when he goes to visit Mary Surratt. He goes under trial, is found guilty of conspiracy to assassinate, and is executed. He is hanged. He is buried at the site of the execution, and you would think that would be the end of his story, but it's not. You see, the cemetery actually closed down, and we don't know what happened to his body when it got moved around so many times. But fast forward 127 years, now we're in 1992, and some workers at the Smithsonian are working with Native American bones, and they see a skull that just doesn't quite look right. And it's tagged Lewis Powell. Now, something unique about Lewis Powell was that his jawbone protruded on the left side. This is because of an accident when he was a child. When he was 8 years old, he was kicked by a mule. They reset the jaw, but not properly, causing the left side to stand out. They confirmed that the skull that they found was actually his. Now, his family, living in Florida, petitioned for his remains. They said it would be better to give him a proper burial than to let him collect dust at the Smithsonian. So how are we here in Geneva, not too far from Oviedo? Well, you see, after the assassination attempt on Seward and the death of Lincoln, his family moved south from Live Oak